We're celebrating our 20th anniversary this year, so WP has been set up since 1989 in September, and it started off as a secretarial service. Our director is also an architect, so his secretary started doing work for his clients. Ever since then we've expanded to meet our clients' demands and now cover all areas, all industries on the island-wide. Clients, we offer a complete recruitment package, so initially from taking the specifications, we can help them with job descriptions. We then advertise the vacancy, local press, our website, obviously any sector specific publications if necessary. We would then interview and screen the candidates and then put the ones that we think are only suitable forward to the company. We can arrange interviews and offer interviewing facilities for them and help them with selection. And then from there, obviously if they do need advice on contracts and things like that, because we're a member of the REC, we have all of that to hand as well.
Why do businesses use temporary workers?
Business use temporary workers because for a number of reasons. They're flexible workers, so if they have people on holiday, if they have people off sick, obviously temporary workers can step in at short notice to make sure that their business still runs efficiently. They are flexible in skills shortages as well if they have specific projects, so they know that the position isn't going to go on a permanent basis because it's only for a short period of time. They can take a temporary worker with that skill set to provide to fill that gap. Obviously for things like maternity cover as well, for temp to perm where they're not sure about either the position, if it's a new position, or they're not sure about the candidate, they can obviously take somebody on a temp to perm basis as well to allow that trial, and obviously that gives the candidate the flexibility as well there.
Why do businesses use your recruitment services for permanent positions instead of advertising a post?
They may not have the resources, they may not have the time, especially in the current climate. You have hundreds of people applying for one position, not all of them will be suitable, so they'll always know that everybody that we put forward meets their specifications. Also costs as well, because the advertising is all included and that's free of charge obviously, and yeah, it just is a kind of whole recruitment package. Companies maybe that have their own HR departments maybe don't have the time, but other companies that don't have HR departments may not have the information that they need to actually be able to recruit themselves as well, which is obviously something that we kind of excel in. So,
how do you identify suitable candidates for a position?
All of our candidates we meet face to face. We think that that's important because we like to spend as much time with them as possible, getting to know them, getting to know their background. So obviously through that we go through all their transferable skills, and that is something obviously that we can identify other areas of work as well for them, and also very useful when we're speaking to clients.
Do you supply the contract of employment for temporary workers?
We have a terms of engagement, so temporary workers are on a contract for services to us, but we are responsible for all their holiday pay, their sickness pay, their national insurance and their tax deductions.
But what would happen if a candidate turns out to be unsuitable for a job?
It very rarely happens that a candidate turns out to be unsuitable. We have procedures set in place for peace of mind for the client. So we have, for permanent positions, we have a rebate scheme, so if a candidate leaves within a certain amount of time they do get refunded the fee, and in a temporary position we have a 4-hour guarantee, so if the client contacts us within the first 4 hours they don't get charged for that candidate and we find a replacement for them as soon as possible.
Do you link with any other organisations in finding the right candidates for a job?
We link with the Job Centre Plus. We have close working relationships with them, so much so that we've been asked recently to deliver their executive provision, their job search support for newly unemployed professionals, which is just an extra assistance to those professional or senior level staff to help them to find work. So maybe people that are under notice of of redundancy or those that have just become unemployed, and that just gives them the support, the introduction to maybe new techniques, places to actually look for work, and also reviewing their skills and identifying areas for improvement and things as well. We wanted to improve our candidate service, so that we did by, we deliver Mind Leaders training courses on Microsoft Office software, and that's computer based, so a candidate can do that at their own pace. We also do a CV compilation service, and we also have, as well as the job search provision, we also have an interview skills workshop as well.
What have been the key factors to your business's success so far?
The fact that we now supply all industries. We were known for a long time as a secretarial service, but the manufacturing side of things and the catering side of things match that now. We've managed to secure very good preferred supplier agreements with a lot of the larger companies on the island. We've maintained obviously relationships with those that don't have preferred supplier lists. Plans for the future would be to continue to promote the use of temporary workers, to continue to supply the island businesses and just obviously increase our customer services, which we pride ourselves on. We are looking to develop the training courses more, so to hopefully provide more kind of different diverse courses as well. We're also looking to develop our HR side as well, so we're hoping to become part of the Chartered Institute of Personnel Development, which will obviously give our HR clients a lot more confidence in us, and also for us to be able to supply more services to those that don't have designated HR departments.